Greetings to you. I hope you're doing great. Maybe more than thousands of people on social media or right here on YouTube have started various tutorials about trading strategies that in the digital currency market, in the crypto market, can yield results and create a very reasonable profit for us. But most of them have one big mistake, and that is that they only look at the crypto market technically and provide tutorials from the perspective of technical analysis or price action analysis. Is it possible that I, as someone who does real estate buying and selling, have no perspective on the structure of the property? If I have no fundamental perspective on the field I'm working in, I'll definitely fail in my job. Well, when I want to work in the digital currency market, the first thing is that I must have enough information about the crypto market. I need to know what I'm buying and what I'm selling. Well, I'll start using my strategy. Today, I want to start my trade, and I'll open TradingView, and among thousands of different digital currencies that exist in the world or are listed on various exchanges, and I can trade on them, now I have to choose which one I should open a long position on and what range I should open it, or on which digital currency it's better to open a short position or a sell position. Well, if I don't have data, if I don't have a perspective on which currencies have growth potential today and which currencies have the potential for a sharp decline today, that strategy is definitely useless. It can't create any return for me. We're dealing with one of the best strategies, or I can say the only trading strategy in the crypto world, which is built on a fundamental basis, built on fundamentals in this video. And this course is going to continue. In the first session, I want to teach you, let's look at how to build your own trading watch list. By using fundamental data, along with a variety of different screeners available in the crypto world, we'll go through the steps to create a solid watch list. Take a moment to follow along as we build it together. And in the next parts, we're going to learn how to use this watch list now that I know which currency has potential for a decline today and which currency has potential for price growth, to start finding the right point for my entry and exit in the trade and managing the risk of my trades according to my strategy. And finally, we'll start in this very course, trading together in the next sessions, and from a certain point, God willing, we'll carry out live trades together. Well, friends, I want to work with 3 websites. I'll use these 3 websites to find the coins I want to open short or long positions on. The first website is Quantify Crypto. What data does the Quantify Crypto website give me? First of all, which section do I need? Once I've entered it, I have an option that says Terminal. You can see the website name here too. I'll also put the link in the caption for you. I'll select the Terminal option. In the Terminal, if I scroll down a bit with my mouse, I see 2 different sections here, Daily Trending Positive and Daily Trending Negative. I see some coins as daily positive trends and some coins as daily negative trends, meaning which coins have a positive trend today and which ones have a negative trend. Well, among these coins, if I have some knowledge of the crypto market, I can figure out for myself which one of these has a market value or market cap of at least $40 to $50 million. Because I don't want to take risks and enter trades on coins that have small market caps. Minimum market cap, let's remember this rule in this strategy, I consider a minimum market cap of $40 million. If I can't check it, I'll actually go and search for the coin names on the CoinMarketCap website. For example, I see the Prom coin here, which is daily trending positive. I'll go to CoinMarketCap and search for its name. Prom, it's prom night. It shows me the market cap here. MCAP, 39.6 million. So with a bit of leeway, I can accept that $40 million is its minimum market value. Now, one by one, I'll take the coins that are in daily trending positive and daily trending negative on the Quantify Crypto website, and one by one, I'll go to another website called cryptometer.io. In Cryptometer, I have an option at the top of the page that says volume flow. I'll click on this volume flow. I'll come to a page like this. At the top right, I have an option that says Liquidity Lens. I'll click on it again. What does it show? In the free version, in the interval or time, I can only access the data on a daily basis. And I'm giving you this strategy based on the free features of these strategies. In the future, I'll teach you the same strategy across various time frames for those who might want to get a subscription to the websites I'm introducing to you. This is entirely up to you, and it's your choice whether you want to trade in other intervals or other time frames as well, or not. Based on the data I'm getting here on the daily time frame, later on in the session where I'll give you the entry strategy from a technical standpoint to you, I'll explain in which time frame. I start analyzing the chart and finding my entry point. Okay, let's go to Cryptometer for an explanation. So my interval is daily. I'll also set these two options, exchange and symbol, to all, and I'll go. Lower down, I see a list of different currencies. What is it showing me? Inflow, outflow, Netflow. Inflow means it's showing me the flow of money into the digital currency. And outflow is showing me the flow of money out, you know? How much money has entered this digital currency? And how much money has left this digital currency in the past 24 hours? What's important to me? It's the net flow of that currency, meaning the liquidity flow in the net result, positive or negative, meaning has it had more money coming in or more money going out? Now, when I click on net flow once, it filters this for me starting from the most positive ones. Okay, it shows them to me in order, starting from the one that had the highest positive net flow. Another click shows the negatives. What does positive mean? It means its money inflow was heavier than its money outflow. Negative means it had a heavier money outflow compared to its money inflow. Or next, its liquidity in the past 24 hours, in the past day, has been negative. Well, so what we were supposed to do was look at the daily trending positives. We go and see which one of them has a market cap over $40 million. For example, I see prom here, and I'll go and search for it in Cryptometer. I'll check if it's also had a heavy money inflow or not. I consider this money inflow relative to the market cap, meaning I can see its market cap on the Cryptometer website itself, right? It says, man, $243 million. In fact, in the last column, I can see the market cap, $219 million at this very moment, we can say compared to 24 hours ago, that has had a money inflow. $219,000? I apologize. It's had a money inflow of $219,000. Is $219,000 relative to a $40 million market cap? Or if the Cryptometer data here is more accurate, $30 million is a large amount of money to enter a currency. In my opinion, it's not a large number. I mean, I'm looking for currencies that have an inflow of at least $1 million, meaning currencies that have a market cap between 40 million to about 400 to 500 million dollars. Should have an inflow of over $1 million here, and I can formulate these for myself. But what's important is that you have your own perspective on this. For example, if you want to scale it, look at it this way in your mind. If I have, say, a bucket of water that's listed here as $30 million market cap, which is basically 30 liters of water filling it up right now, by adding 219 milliliters of water to this bucket, nothing is added to its height. So I won't put this on my buy watch list today. I mean, every morning when I wake up or whenever I want to start trading, as a day trader, as a daily trader, the first thing I do is build my buy and sell watch list. And my watch list resets every day. Once my previous trades are closed, I build a new watch list for my new trades. But if I add even 1 liter to these 30 liters, I've added a large percentage to the volume of this water. So this amount of inflow can cause its price to grow. Let's move forward and it'll become completely clear to you. We'll test these one by one together. Real currency? Nah, I won't check all 10 of these guys. Since I know virtual could have potential, I'll come here and look at it on Cryptometer. Well, its net flow was negative $284,000, so I won't bother with virtual either, because I saw a positive trend over there. I expected to have an inflow. If the trend was positive and it had an inflow, then it would go on my watch list. Let's go to the digital currencies SUI and INJ. $473,000 positive, which is under $1 million. INJ is $215,000 negative. So it won't enter my watch list either. I'm trying to give you this training on the live market, meaning if we're going to make a trade and use our strategy in the next sessions, we need to learn from the live market. If I go back and look for something in the past, it doesn't fit fundamental data anymore. Practically, I'm just technically analyzing a chart where price action occurred previously. Like many others who provide tutorials for you, he goes and checks and says, right here, because this strategy worked. I'll explain this to you based on what happened in the past. I'll also check FXS. If it's not there, we'll move on to our negative watch list. Generally speaking, as I'm recording this content for you today, the crypto market has been bearish. Bitcoin has dropped from $65,000 to $64,000 since last night. FXS. I'll search for it. Well, I don't have data for it on Cryptometer, so I won't bother with it. Well, I didn't find anything in my positive trends list on Quantify Crypto. I'll take a look at the Live Coin Watch website, and I'll put the link in the caption for you again. The top 10 are important to me. I'll check up to the 15th at most. Okay, Zcash, Stellar, Cardano, Chainlink, Monero, Solana, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, since they have a large market cap, meaning that bucket is no longer 30 liters, okay? The market cap with a cryptocurrency Bitcoin is over $1 trillion. So even with the capital inflow of, say, $100 million, I can't expect anything extraordinary to happen in its price growth. So what do I do with this list? I'll go lower. Ripple, BNB, Solana, I'll check these. Now you should check each of these to add to your watch list. I'll check 2 or 3 of them because we're going to go through the training path together. Cryptocurrency, Zcash, ZEC, I'll search for it. That's negative again. I'll check XLM and Monero. XMR, the symbol for the cryptocurrency Monero. Well, given the market situation, I won't find a currency to open a long position on today, because in this strategy, we're supposed to be trend traders. In a market uptrend, we should have a buy trade in line with the trend. And in a market downtrend, we should look for sell positions in line with the trend. Well, I'll go to the negatives. I'll go back to Quantify Crypto again. I'll look at daily trending negatives. Among these currencies, now the ones I know have larger market caps. I see APT, for example, the cryptocurrency Aptos. APT, now I expect to see a heavy outflow of money. 500,000 isn't enough for me. HNT is the symbol for the helium cryptocurrency. I'm searching for HNT. I don't see it. SOSO, FLR. We don't have them. OG and KNC. Well, since Cryptometer doesn't have data for these two coins, I won't look at them at all, because the most important thing for me in this strategy is that liquidity flow. Okay, now that I haven't found a coin from Live Coin Watch and Quantify Crypto, because my priority is for the coin to be both trending and have an inflow of money, or for it to be both a negative trend and have a heavy outflow of money. Now that I couldn't get this data and I couldn't find a coin from these two sites, I'll go directly to Cryptometer. What do I do on Cryptometer? I'll use exactly this Netflow arrow. I'll look at my positive net flows and I see the bank cryptocurrency. It had $10 million in inflow compared to $195 million. You could say almost 5% of its total market value has flowed into this cryptocurrency in the last 24 hours. Money has been paid for it and it's been bought, so it could be that buying by whales has occurred. A large amount of capital relative to its market value has entered it, so I'll add bank to the watch list. For my long trades, I'll go to my watch list and hit the plus sign at the top. Bank USDT.P. Why .P? Because I want to trade coins that are listed on perpetual or perpetual futures on exchanges, right? We're going to have a futures trade. I'm a day trader. We're not just going to have a spot trade, although this data can also be used for spot trading, but only for buying. Well, I'll add the Binance chart for bank to my watch list. I see Kite, guys, USDT, RLUSD, EUR. These are actually stable coins. Now, with a stable coin, since its value is always equal to $1, I can't open a long or short position, so I'll move on to the next coins. For instance, I see Kite, $4.2 million, which is almost 2.5% of the $205 million. That makes up its market cap. It has an inflow. I'll go ahead and add Kite to my watch list. Kite USDT, which stands for United States Dollar Tether, is the name being referred to here. I'll click the plus sign next to it and it's added to my watch list. Pump, the cryptocurrency related to the website pump.fun, pumpusdt.p. I click the plus next to this one too and add it. I won't go through the others for now. Of course, Bonk could also be attractive with $2.2 million compared to $264 million. It had an inflow of almost 1% of its market cap. I'll add Bonk to my watch list. As for the rest, for example, DEXA has a $1.5 million inflow and its market cap is $3 billion. Compare yourself. Compared to $2.2 million against $264 million, how much of a drop in the ocean is the $1.5 million inflow? This corny hat. So I'll go to my negative watch list, considering the overall conditions and the sense I've gotten from the market. In my opinion, more of our short trades or sell trades could generate returns for us today. I'll go to my sell trades. Bitcoin had a net outflow of $171 million. USDC is the stable coin. Ethereum, 24 million. Given the outflow that Bitcoin also had, we can say that overall today's market situation, because there's always been a correlation between altcoins and Bitcoin in the crypto market, and there still is, although this correlation is somehow becoming less and less now as I'm recording this video. XRP is the symbol for the Ripple cryptocurrency. $11.5 million in outflows, guys. Up to this point, up to Bonk, the coins we added were for buy trades. From here on, I'll build my watch list for sell trades. Which coin am I added? XRP USDT.P. The next digital currency is Zcash. Well, I recall Zcash was trending positive. I saw it on Live Coin Watch too, but its outflow is a solid signal. I'll take a look at its chart now, but it's not my top priority for opening a short position. Or, for example, BNB or Solana, which I know had positive trends and I saw on Live Coin Watch. They give me a certain mindset. I'd rather do this with one that hasn't been trending, at least. For now, I'll add Zcash because its outflow is heavy. ZECUSDT. Litecoin, Hype, and WLD. Between Hype and WLD, I want you to compare this yourselves. Hype had $4.1 million in outflow, capital outflow, and its market value is $15 billion. WLD had $3.2 million in outflow, and its market cap or market value was $1.3 billion. Which one of these is more attractive for me to open a sell trade on? Definitely, WLD has better conditions. Why does it have better conditions? Because relative to its market value, it had a heavier outflow. I'll add WLD. WLUSDT.P. Well, so far, we've set up a few currencies for long positions and a few for short positions, meaning up to bonk, which you see here in the long direction for buying. I want to now analyze them technically, and I want to use XRP, Zcash, and WLD for sell positions, and open a trade or position on them in the short direction. Well, so far, we've seen how I, Moeen, actually build my trading watch list every day. These few minutes that it took in this video, it takes time for me every day too to have a watch list. And in the following minutes, I have clarity. Among the thousands of digital currencies in the crypto world, I don't get confused about which one will give me an entry point or which one will give me a trade opportunity in the long or short direction. And this is the most attractive thing about this strategy. And it might seem like a simple strategy to you, but it's been thought through for a long time. This strategy has been back tested. It's been back tested, forward tested, actually, because when I'm dealing with daily fundamental data, I can't just go to the chart and do a back test from the past. Although I don't really believe in back testing, and I think we should first forward test our strategy, even if it's on a demo account. Meaning, I should start working in sync with the market on the live market, either with a small capital or with a demo. I should review the results of 100 or 200 trades, and this has happened with this strategy. And it can create a win rate of over 70% for us, with a risk to reward ratio of at least 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 and above. Meaning your risk to reward is at least 1-to-1 in every trade. And it can be 2-to-1, 3-to-1, or I've even had trades that were over 700%, 800%. I was able to stay in the trade with a reasonable leverage, not leverage 100 or leverage 200, but with leverage 10, leverage 8, or leverage 20. Because the style and the exit strategy I have actually gets greedy in profit. And in profit, I stay in as long as the trend supports my trade. The next sessions are going to be much more interesting for you because we're exactly going to find the entry and exit points of the trade together and trade on the live market. This is the most interesting thing that you might not be able to see anywhere on any channel, even here on YouTube. I'm waiting for you. See you in the next session.